What is the best way to overcome your corn addiction and then heal your brain from all the negative effects it's had on you? NoFap. So today, I'm gonna show you what your first 100 days of NoFap will look like while giving you tips to make it 10 times easier. But before you even begin in this journey, you need to rewire your brain. You need to understand that these NoFap streaks don't work the way that you think. Most men believe that it's all about the number of days that you last, and one single relapse means that you have to start all over again. But this isn't true, because your brain adapts to new behavior. So even if you relapse after a certain number of days, you've still weakened the pathway in your brain that would urge you towards fapping. Therefore, to do this correctly, you're not just gonna track the streak of days of NoFap. I want you to track the percentage of days that you stay clean. For example, if you do 1 month of NoFap and then you relapse one day, but then you go back to a whole month of NoFap, that means you're at a 98% clean rate. And this is just as impressive as a 60-day streak. So let's go to the first 24 hours of NoFap. Today is the day you decide to stop. You're going to use activation energy to not get horny. This day one's actually gonna be pretty easy because you're gonna be filled with motivation and energy that scientists call activation energy. This is when your brain is flooded with dopamine due to the anticipated rewards from this new challenge. However, relapses can still happen. So I want you to implement these 4 strategies today to make sure you stay clean till tomorrow. First, start your NoFap journey on a Monday when you're going back to school or to work. Second, meet up with friends or family right after school or work. Third, I want you to finish your day with an intense workout. And fourth, I want you to stay away from all forms of social media, especially Twitter and Reddit. These surface level strategies are just to help you keep busy and distracted day one, reducing the chances of failing the challenge on the first day. However, these tricks, they're not gonna do anything for you as the days progress into your challenge into what I call the danger zone. You can't get past days 2 and 3 of NoFap. This is where most relapse. This is because you're using surface level techniques to try to stop, but this only addresses the symptoms and not the root cause as to why you fap. So I'm gonna show you the surface level techniques, which are helpful, but then I'm gonna show you how to address the root cause. So most of the surface level techniques are the ones that you use to keep busy, which we kind of went over. But you also have porn blockers that you can put on your phone or computer. You can watch motivational videos, or you can just try to rely on sheer willpower. The problem is that these techniques will help you fight your urge, but willpower is limited. And it's gonna get to a point that when you just use brute willpower, you're gonna end up relapsing between day 2 and 3. So instead of using willpower to fight your urges, I want you to track on a notepad every time you feel the urge to fap. I want you to know where you are, what time of the day it is, what you're doing, and what you could do to avoid it. Now, after writing a few of these notes, you can try and then find a common trigger. For most people, this will be your environment. This will be boredom, lack of sex, stress, or an inability to cope with emotion. Now, even if you do relapse in days 2 and 3, you have at least learned what trigger you need to avoid that's the root cause that urges you to fap. But now we move on to days 4 through 7 to complete your first week of NoFap. We're gonna go over the negative side effect. It is through days 4 and 7 of NoFap that you're gonna start to realize all the long-term negative effect of all the fapping and corn addiction you've had for years. Now, these negative side effects depend on 2 things. It depends on how long you've been watching corn and fapping and how you handle these negative side effects. From least to most concerning, the side effects of heavy fapping and corn use are a desensitization to real-life women, next, a decreased satisfaction being next to real-life women, and finally, the worst one of them all, an inability to get an erection. If you're just experiencing minor to moderate symptoms, look, the more you can stay off porn, the quicker you can fix these negative side effects. However, the worst side effect, which is just having an inability to get an erection, this one, you need a quick method to fix it. And what I recommended last time, I've been using, it's a game changer. It's called a penis pump. I had a fan that had an inability to get an erection.
Bro, you feel like you got a micro on you?
Yeah,
How does that feel?
like the one in the living room.
He also suffered from confidence issues because of his package size.
What happens when you're with a girl? Like, do you have issues there?
A little bit, just like they take advantage of the insecurities.
So I had him try a bathmate penis pump. Now this is an actual medical device. This is not a toy. As a matter of fact, it is the only FDA regulated device for your personal area. Here's the added bonus. His private parts increased in size.
What type of performance improvements did you see size-wise?
Size-wise, a bit of length and a lot of girth.
A lot of girth?
Yeah.
That's what I always hear. Now, did that girth boost your confidence?
Yes, definitely did. I feel bigger.
I couldn't believe this. Even though I read all the reviews, I read all the forums, I saw all the studies, I had to guinea pig this myself. Look, your boy had no problem with erections. Your boy did iron rod, but I think every man wants extra size. So I had to check this out myself. Bro, he wasn't kidding. I've been using this for the past few weeks. When you use it, essentially what the pump is doing, it's drawing blood into that region. I'm not even exaggerating here. I want to say I put about an extra ½ inch to inch in size down there. I am amazed, but what I'm more amazed about is just how healthy the guy is. Bro, I am getting the strongest and hardest erections I've ever had in my life. This thing is incredible. It's all natural. It has no side effect and it's easy to use. Look, if you're anything like me and a little bit cautious, go read the reviews. Insane. Everybody says it gets bigger, it gets harder. I had to try it myself. I think you're gonna have to try it yourself as well. If you wanna get stronger erections, if you want to even increase size down there, I want you guys to check out Bathmate. This thing is incredible. I'm gonna have it linked down below. I'm also gonna include the discount. This is the best pump in the market. You won't find a better one in the discount. It's gonna make it more affordable for you. If you guys want to check it out, it'll be linked down below. Now let's move on to day 7 to 30 of your NoFap. I call this the flat line. When you do NoFap long enough, a scary thing might happen that might cause you to relapse if you don't know about it. The first 7 days, they're filled with intense urges and temptation, but the next 3 weeks are often marked by what experts call the flat line. And I'm telling you right now, I got freaked out when this happened to me the first time, because you go from having all the urges, you're like this sexual machine, to all of a sudden having no urges at all. It's like you become asexual. It's like you're not interested in it anymore. It almost gets to a point that it feels like your libido disappears. Like you even stop waking up with morning wood. I'm telling you this because many men will use this as an excuse to relapse to see if it's still good. Do not fall for that trap. You are just cleansing yourself. Instead, you need to recognize that this is a good sign that your mind is healing from all that over-sexual stimulation you've been feeding it for years. Now, if after the 30-day mark you notice, yo, I can't get an erection, or you're actually intimate with the girl during that time, you're kissing her and nothing's happening down there, this is a more serious sign, and even then, don't even be freaked out. The Bathmate penis pump I just recommended might be the answer. I know my boys that listen and already are gonna go try this out to add size. If you have this in your cabinet and you are ever in that position, use this thing. I'm telling you, it's amazing as to what it can do for your erections on top of adding extra size. Like, who doesn't want that? But the one thing you don't wanna do is go back to pornography. Now, we're moving on to day 30 to 100, what we call the sweet spot. From day 30 onward, the benefits of NoFap, they just keep coming. To keep it simple, here's a quick rundown of all the benefits you'll expect once you reach this mark. By day 30, you're gonna notice an increase of interest from women around you. By day 40, you're gonna see a significant boost in strength in the gym or when you're playing sports. By day 50, you're gonna start feeling extremely confident because of all these changes. By day 60, your libido and sex drive will be so high that any anxiety you had about talking to girls will disappear because you're gonna need to conquer real life women. By day 80, your emotional resilience will be impenetrable. By day 90, your mental clarity will be superior. And by day 100, all urges to relapse will have fully subsided. The thought of fapping will disgust you. The thought of just opening a porn app will be so disgusting to you that you will have all the willpower necessary to not relapse again. Now that you understand your journey, right? Day 1, you're gonna have activation energy, that motivation to actually do it. Day 2 to 3, we're gonna apply strategies to understand the root triggers. Days 4 to 7, you're gonna see all the long-term negative side effects on your body from all the damage you had done to it. Day 7 to 30, you'll experience that libido flatline. And then from day 30 to 40, you'll get full clarity and freedom from fapping. But now you are ready for the final and most important stage, day 100 and beyond, what I call the lifestyle change. Because at this point, you're gonna start experiencing 3 benefits of NoFap that are rarely talked about. The first benefit is a complete shift in how you view women. Instead of seeing them as intimidating objects or just objects for sex, you're gonna start seeing them as real people. And this change in perception make you more attractive. The second benefit you'll notice is that you won't need to constantly be working on your confidence. You're just gonna naturally become confident. It's gonna be like an afterthought. It's gonna naturally fill that void that you felt you almost always had, because you've achieved something that 99% of men can't, and that transforms you. And the third benefit is that little things in life become more meaningful. Without the need to seek validation or being shy, you're gonna live more authentically, and you can focus on what truly matters, which is your friends, your family, your hobbies, and improving yourself. And now you have everything you need to fully start NoFap, cut your pornography addiction, and understand what you're gonna go through for the next 100 days. And remember, if you need to boost your men's sexual health down there, I always recommend Bathmate. I've been using that penis pump, and I'm telling you, that thing will literally change how big your guy is. If you guys wanna check out Bathmate, it'll be linked down below. See you guys next time.